The story begins on a calm morning. The warm sunlight filters through the trees, while a lone cicada clings to the trunk, filling the peaceful atmosphere with its constant chirping. Everything looks ordinary. Almost too ordinary. Not far away, inside the Murim Alliance headquarters, several martial artists are busy sparring with wooden swords. The sound of clashing weapons echoes through the training grounds, making it seem like just another routine day. But hidden within this peaceful place lies one of the Alliance's most feared departments, the Shadow Pavilion. Unlike ordinary warriors, the Shadow Pavilion doesn't fight on battlefields. They investigate crimes, expose conspiracies, and interrogate the most dangerous individuals in the Murim world. If someone ends up here, they're already in serious trouble. Inside one of its dim interrogation rooms sits a mysterious prisoner. His entire body is wrapped in dark clothing, his face almost completely hidden beneath long black hair. Only one sharp eye is visible through the darkness, calmly watching everything around him. Despite being restrained, the man doesn't look nervous in the slightest. Instead, he sits there as if he's the one in control. Moments later, the silence is broken as the wooden door slowly slides open. A young investigator hurriedly walks inside while carrying a thick stack of documents. Judging by the look on his face, he's clearly nervous. He quickly bows his head before speaking politely. "I apologize for being late." The young man introduces himself as Li Yip, an investigator from the Shadow Pavilion. Trying to remain professional, he explains that the senior investigator encountered an emergency at the last minute, so today's interrogation has been assigned to him instead. For a brief moment, the room falls silent. Then, the mysterious prisoner slowly lifts his head. Even though his face remains hidden in the shadows, his piercing gaze alone is enough to make the atmosphere incredibly tense. Instead of answering the investigator's explanation, he calmly asks, "Are you a rookie investigator?" The unexpected question instantly catches Li Yip off guard. A bead of sweat forms on his face, but he quickly regains his composure. Without letting the prisoner seize control of the conversation, Li Yip opens the case files and responds in a firm voice. "I'm the one asking the questions." Then he delivers a clear warning. "If this investigation uncovers any additional crimes, you'll immediately be handed over to the Law Enforcement Pavilion. The interrogation has officially begun." But neither of them realizes that this simple conversation is about to reveal secrets capable of shaking the entire Murim world. Li Yip's warning hangs in the air. "If this investigation uncovers any additional crimes, you'll immediately be handed over to the Law Enforcement Pavilion." Provocation. Li Yip begins reading the prisoner's personal information aloud. Name: Baek Sokian. As his eyes continue scanning the report, another line immediately grabs his attention. Iron Sword Pavilion, 1st Unit, 3rd Group Leader. Li Yip's expression stiffens. The Iron Sword Pavilion wasn't an ordinary organization. It was widely recognized as the Murim Alliance's most elite combat unit, filled with warriors whose names alone struck fear into criminals across the martial world. Looking back at the calm man sitting before him, Li Yip can't help but ask, "Were you acting so disrespectfully because you were once a group leader of the Iron Sword Pavilion?" Still unfazed, Baek Sokian answers the next question without hesitation. Age: 38. Li Yip suddenly freezes. His eyes instinctively lift from the document to the man sitting across from him. 38? He stares in disbelief. From his youthful appearance, Baek looked no older than someone in his early or mid-20s. How could someone with nearly 20 years of experience still look this young? The more Li Yip reads, the stranger this man becomes. And deep inside, he begins to realize this interrogation isn't going to be as simple as he first imagined. Li Yip flips through the thick case file, expecting to find the records of an ordinary criminal. But the very first page makes his eyes widen. The report states that the prisoner once joined the Iron Sword Pavilion, one of the Murim Alliance's strongest military divisions. Within only a single year, he distinguished himself through countless achievements on dangerous missions. His rise was so extraordinary that he was promoted to group leader in record time. And that wasn't the end. Not long afterward, he became vice unit captain. Then every promotion shattered the previous record. Li Yip's expression slowly changes from confidence to complete disbelief. He continues reading. Afterward, he even served as the head of the Iron Sword Pavilion. His hand freezes. What? He stares at the document again, convinced he must have read it wrong. The man currently sitting before him is only listed as an ordinary group leader. So how could he have once been the head?